I think this novel is lighting candles for the people who lost their lives in Gwangju.
I think anyone who sounds like her is like goes to heaven. How's it going, guys? My name is Jason and I am one of the co-founders of SWAT English Academy here in the Gangnam district of Seoul, South Korea. I've been an English educator for over 15 years, and today I'm going to break down an interview with the one and only Han Kang. So I can't wait. Let's get started.
The novel is, for me, questioning. And in The Vegetarian, I wanted to question on human violence and the possibility or impossibility of rejecting human brutality.
So first off, her grammar seems pretty strong overall. Her voice and her enunciation is a little bit on the softer side, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, she does sound the way I would imagine a poet to sound. You know what I mean? So there's like a lot of, I don't know, there's a softness and an emotion to her voice. Like I'm getting emotional just hearing this lady. But overall, her grammar is very strong, and her grasp of overall vocabulary and difficult vocabulary seems quite strong.
And I wanted to question if we can embrace this word which is mingled with such violence and beauty. She sent me the file with a lot of notes and questions, and then I sent it back with my notes and answers, and then she sent it back again with notes and questions. It's like a very nice, pleasant chat, human act.
So this is another example when I always tell my kids that pronunciation really doesn't mean anything when it comes to being a good speaker. Her pronunciation, there is a heavy and thick Korean accent. Not as bad as, let's say, as a completely inexperienced English speaker, but it's definitely, you can tell that she has a thick Korean accent, but it doesn't really matter. She's able to communicate her words and her message very effectively and very articulately. And I expect nothing less from a Nobel Prize winner in literature. So yeah, just a couple of highlights or high points when it comes to her speaking. But once again, her enunciation is a little bit on the softer side. I don't know if she would speak this way during like a formal speech, because after all, she is just answering interview questions. So maybe this is just her normal speaking voice. But I don't know. Hopefully she would speak a little bit louder and clearer in a formal speech setting.
A play director in Korea asks, how could you write beautifully about those horrible things? And my answer was, I wanted to, can I say, dedicate this book to the killed or to the survived.
Okay, so well, number one, there's nothing wrong with using, I wanted to dedicate this book to the killed. That's not grammatically incorrect, but I would probably have used a softer word there, just given the context of her sentence, to the deceased. You know, something like that, to the departed, to the dearly departed, or something like that. Killed is a little bit harsh given the context of what she's talking about. So that's something I wanted you to, I kind of picked up in that moment. And also she said to the survived, and that should have been to the survivors.
The epilogue, the writer, who is supposed to be me, she is lighting candles for the boys. And so I think this novel is lighting candles for the people who lost their lives in Gwangju.
I think anyone who sounds like her is like goes to heaven. I think they're just good people. Like, you know, if you sound like that, you've got to have a good soul. I don't know.
My first book was quite early, 1995. Between The Vegetarian and Human X, there are two novels, and they are moving with my own questions. And then
I think there the verb tense would have been wrong. They are moving. I think she was talking about her past, so are should have been were. They were moving along with my etc. etc. So if you're talking about the past, make sure your verbs are in the past tense there.
I felt I was moving from focusing on human violence painfully to looking at human dignity, just because the boy was, can I say, pulling my hand to the brighter side.
So one very difficult and advanced speech technique that she uses a lot of are extended metaphors. She kind of ties her writing experience along into her own life experiences and talks about how the process of writing these books were sort of like a mirror of what she was experiencing in her life. She talked about one of the characters of her book. She felt sort of pulling her hand towards the journey or through the journey of writing that book. These are called extended metaphors when you're speaking, and this is a very advanced technique. If you guys at home are interested in hearing a master of extended metaphor, look up any speeches by Abraham Lincoln. He was an absolute master of the extended metaphor.
They are leading me, and my life is just following them, and that's the way I write.
All right, guys, so that was another interview breakdown with this time the esteemed Nobel Prize winning author Han Kang, and it was amazing to hear this lady for the first time. I haven't read any of her books, but I absolutely am looking forward to doing so. Lots of positives to take from her speech, very few negatives, and overall, just an incredible human being. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, all that YouTube stuff. And if you would like any information regarding SWAT English Academy, that information should be provided in the description box down below. I will be back with more interview breakdowns with your favorite Korean celebrities in the future. So thanks for joining me, and I'm looking forward to seeing you then, guys. Have a good one.